Morning everyone, we are here. We've got to Uganda and we can't stop smiling. We are, that was quite a long journey. We did, what, 8 hours driving?
8 hours to here.
Oh, 8 hours, well yeah, flying.
Yeah.
And then 8 hours driving yesterday, day 2. Got here, ate very well, slept very well.
Yes.
And we are just, I don't know if you can just see behind us, a hint of the mountains and greenery.
Like some kind of jungle, it's lovely.
But that yes, is the Kisinga coffee station down there, and we are going today.
And you've got to walk a kilometre and we'll be at the washing station, which is good.
We're going to go find some coffee and find the people behind that coffee, more importantly. So this is the coffee station where it all happens. So we're going to take you on a whistle-stop tour through the process your coffee goes through when it arrives at this station from the farmers themselves. So here we've got Charles and Chris, who are in charge of the whole washing station. And here we have a farmer who's just brought in their crop of coffee today. And this is how the rest of the coffee comes in. Trucks go out to loads of buying stations around the region and bring it in as quick as possible.
And here we have the staff team, and they're checking each sack, and they stab a sack 3 times and get about 250 grams of cherries out. And just by having a look and checking that the majority are red cherries, they know it's good to go through the next part of the system. And Sam here is the pastor's son, and he oversees this whole process and the quality. So then they open up the sacks and tip the coffee into this vat, which is the first part of the flotation machine, which is the great machine that helps them sort out the grade of the cherries. The cherries drop down through and come out of the shoe into this tray and get jiggled along the tray, and some of the cherries will float and some will sink, and this is how they work out if the cherries are grade A or grade B, and then they're priced accordingly for the market.
Then they're all laid out to dry as quick as possible, and they want to dry in the cherries themselves. They rake them like this 24 hours a day. And then these guys are going through, picking out any green cherries that are left. They want to get rid of the green cherries, constantly sorting that through. And here you can see how much coffee is drying. This is the end of fly season, smaller season of the 2 that they have in Uganda.
So these are the drying drums, and these drums rotate and they heat to 35 degrees, and they make sure that the cherries are all just finished off in their drying process nice and evenly, so then they can be bagged. And the drums are heated with the husks and the chaff from the cherries.
Then all of the dried coffee in its cherries that are dry goes into this hulling machine. They're tipped in, it's sucked up through those tubes and goes into the hulling machine, sorted round, and what this does is get rid of all the old bits of cherry that they don't want, and we just want the pips, which becomes a coffee bean. They then have a team that are quality controlling and tasting every crop that comes through to make sure it's good enough.
So we're here, this is the final bit before they go into the drying machine. So these cherries have been sorted a load of times, they've been washed, they've been drying for days, and they're pretty much ready to go through to the drying machine, which we're going to do next. But we've just met loads of great people, they're all really brilliant, and they're working really hard, they're getting paid really well.
I think the thing that struck me so far is the attention to detail at every step of the process of sorting this coffee. I mean, we've met farmers that have just brought it in literally from down the road, who've just grown a couple of kilos in their back garden, and we've just met them, bringing them in, getting paid today, and then watching the process from that through to the drying, through to the picking out the ones which are not quite ready. The detail is just to make a really good cup. It's just incredible.
He was just saying that these guys, there's like loads of people employed here to sort them and then to carry them in bags over to the drying machine. And they could get kind of the forklift truck and they could get a skip and put all the sacks in there and take it over and it'd all be done. But by employing these people who want to be employed and get paid well, all these guys have got kids going to school. So rather than having the machinery that we see as kind of progression, this is like employing the community, which is really great. So yeah, these ladies just behind us have got children in school because they're here.
We basically want to show the local community that we can do farming better.
So this area is ideal, and it means that a local person with a garden and with a plot could see some income kind of in a year and a half, which is great.
So we're here in Uganda, and we really wanted to tell you the story behind the coffee that we're roasting in the UK, because it is an incredible story of not just a farming community transformation but a regional transformation.